Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Small Business Spotlight. Thank you for being here with us this evening. My name is Elena Rodriguez, and I am the CEO and founder of Besitos Beauty and Show Your Crown, the place where God reminds us to remember who you are, remember whose you are, and boldly step forward and show your crown. And tonight we have a very special guest. His name is Anthony Cutno, who is here to tell us how he is now showing his crown in this world. A little bit about Anthony. He is a disabled veteran, and we'll hear more about that. He's a father of 3 children, and he has a couple businesses going on. So we're going to bring him on anytime tonight that you are tuning in. Drop a comment, say hello. Be sure to share this with your friends and your family because we are sharing goodness, love, and all kinds of things. Welcome, Anthony. Thanks
How
for
you
joining us
doing?
tonight.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. So, where are you tuning in from? Where
Uh,
are you located?
right now, I am located in Riverdale, Georgia, out of Georgia, by the airport. So,
Nice.
but I'm originally from New Orleans, Louisiana. I'm a Saints fan. Who that? So,
There you go.
yeah.
So, I first want to ask, what branch of the service were you in, or are you in?
I was actually in two. I started out in the Air Force in 2004. And then still being in the street mindset, I wasn't ready for it. Got put out the Air Force and went to the Marine Corps, and I ended up retiring from the Marine Corps
Well,
in 2018.
congratulations. And I want to just say thank you for your service. I appreciate that. So, from Marine Corps to business, we're going to jump
Yes,
right
that.
into your business. We got Carol on here. She says hello. We got Yada
How you
on here.
doing?
She says hello. So, from Marines to business, what are you doing now that is pouring into others? Just tell us a little bit about who you are and what your business is.
So my business, my speaking business, the LLC part of it is B Spoke Cast, B spoken, and then the cast is the abbreviation for my 3 beautiful children.
Nice.
And but Divine Warriors Dimension, that is my business. That is going to be my everything. So that will include my book that I have coming out with Dr. Reed, and then
Nice.
that's lead on into my speaking engagements. I do have a YouTube channel, Divine Warriors Dimension, at YouTube. That will eventually be my podcast. And
Divine Warrior Dimension
Dimensions, yes,
Dimensions.
Divine
Awesome.
Warrior Dimensions.
I love
And
that. Mm-hmm.
yeah, and that's gonna be my next goal because I so far achieved like 99.9% of my life goals, and this kind of the way it happened. It led me into my actual God-given purpose, my God-given reason for being alive. The way that it happened, how it came about, like I cannot not see it. Like I cannot not deny it. Like this is why I went through the life I've had, and basically to get his messages out, use me as the example because I know me better than anybody. I don't care if we known each other 20, 30 years. I only know what I know, and I don't know what I don't know. But me, myself, I know me.
I love that.
And so I'm using myself as the example, which is the title of my book. And it's just basically explaining how I came about the journey I'm on, and that basically I am a imperfect, perfect man.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what God led me to do, and this is it. Just get his message out. Whoever hears it, hears it. Whoever don't hear it, they will still hear it, even though they're not listening. It's going to be in the back of their
Going to be in the back of their mind. So
mind.
I like to use the term that that I think I've turned life's beat downs into blessings, and are now
Yes,
making your dreams come true. So when did you start getting because I know when the idea of writing a book starts coming to you, sometimes people shut that idea down. They think like, who am I to write a book? Or I've never done this before. When did you know it's time to write a book?
well, it's one of them things that people have always told me. They're like, "Oh, you should write a book about your life. Your life should be a movie." Da, da, da. But it wasn't until it wasn't until one day, just one day, like I'm even right now this month, I'm going through what I'm going through, dealing with what I'm dealing with. But it was one day I was sitting outside, and I can't explain, I can't say why or whatever. I literally just started talking to God. I did, just randomly out the blue. I just started talking to God, and something ended up telling me in my head was go and see my younger sister who was inside. And I got up, and as I'm walking inside, something I'm called a Holy Spirit, a Holy Ghost, whatever you want to call it, just came over me. I just fell out, boohooing, tears, snot, I'm laid on the floor, crying, screaming, and then it just clicked like a light bulb lesson. Sorry, music click like a light bulb lesson just came on,
Love that.
and I kid you not, like I kid you not. The next day I went to church, and then the very next week I got introduced to Dr. Reed, and then me and him got to talking, and then through my sergeant major Clay, T.O. Clay, who made the introduction, and me and Dr. Reed got to talking, and he came up here to Atlanta to Hateville for the He-Man's conference, and that was our first time meeting in the face to face. Actually, after talking on the phone for a while, going over my book and stuff like that, and I will always sit on it, but the way it happened was the way it clicked was like write your book, and how Dr. Reed asked to write a book about me from what he was told. So I can't say no. Then it meant, and then we wrote a little bit, did a little stuff, whatever. But it wasn't until the He-Man conference in Hayfield, it like things just started happening. Like I went from being a habitual sinner to I'm just a sinner now,
Hmm.
and I'm working on getting better. But it just clicked. It just happened. It was one of them things that the greases were greased. It just happened. It
I
just
love
and then
that. I
things just
love that.
started moving. I started meeting people. Got into CLA through Jose, and
Hmm.
everything after that. Things just started happening. So this path has always been laid out, and ever since I've been on this path, writing a book, making my little videos, it's also self therapy for myself.
Hmm.
But at the
Yep, you're
same
sharing your
time,
journey of healing, you know?
right,
I
right,
get
right. But at the same time, I was having a conversation today, and she made me realize, I don't even know if she realized, it was a short conversation, but she made me realize that I already been walking in my purpose, doing my purpose.
it. Hmm.
So like right now on your TV show, me doing what I'm doing now, this is me literally walking in my purpose, because people
Yes.
going to see this, they're going to know, and
And
they might learn
absolutely.
something.
And I want to share a little bit about that because I've recently been asking, like, where are my kings? Where are my men of faith? Because as my projects evolve and God is calling me to move into another way, we've now connected, you know?
Right.
And so that's not by accident. And like here we are, like very quickly. And when I like to call him my God, my grand overall designer, but when you stop resisting and you just kind of roll with whatever he is laying out before you and just
Mm,
trust that it's all going to be okay, and you're just being chosen for whatever reason. It's like you've been
right.
selected, and now look at you. So is business, is like this whole world, is it somewhat still new to you? Are you just kind of
Yeah.
like getting things going?
This is brand like this is my first time doing this type of. I never been interviewed. This is my first time doing something like
Yay.
this.
Well, thank you for coming on and trusting me to like have a great conversation and just get you
Mm,
spotlighted, get you seen.
yeah, but yeah, this is all brand new to me. Like on my like only thing that's old is my Facebook and Instagram. Other than that, everything is like a couple months old, a month old. Everything is brand new. Still learning, still meeting people. I'm doing my first speaking gig. coming up in March,
Congratulations.
down in San Antonio. That'll be a first for me, speaking outside of the Marine Corps. It'll be a first
Nice.
for me, speaking to a whole different type of environment, different everything. So
So who are
this
you
is
looking to pour into? If everybody.
everybody, but specifically men.
Hmm.
Man, I feel we have been tossed on the side, stereotyped, just like you to be providers and protectors, however, whatever that means to you. But it's mainly for men, but it's for whoever going to listen. Whoever going to sit there and let me run my mouth and ask questions, we can sit there and talk all day.
Yeah, I love that. And there is something happening right now because I've worked with women for years, and it's that time. Men do need heard. Men do need respected. Men do need to be listened to and supported, and just really honored. And so I love that you're stepping up and into that space. And you said you have three kids. So
I
are they
do.
younger? Are they older? Like, what are
I
their age?
have a my oldest son. He's 16.
Okay.
My middle son, Anthony the third. He is 8. And my baby, my princess, my baby's old. She's 5. That's my everything right there.
I love
So I always want a little girl. He gave me one at the end. Yeah.
that. I
So
love that.
yeah,
Well, what a role model. Like, what a gift that you're giving your sons also, to see that you're stepping into this space and speaking into other men, and just showing them what that walk in faith looks like. That's huge.
mm, yeah.
So if
I gotta be the example. I have
yeah,
somebody has to do it. I'm not perfect, but I'm the best you're gonna get right now.
yeah, they're gonna learn from somebody. So
Yeah,
it
it might as well be me.
may as well be you. So if somebody's tuning in and is like, hey, I'm looking for speakers, or on your YouTube channel, are you going to be like looking to just share your own message, or are you going to be looking for guests to bring onto your YouTube channel show?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Well, I am very uniquely open minded.
okay.
So whoever wants to come on. I haven't had a guest yet. I want to, eventually do my YouTube into a podcast. Right now, I just have little short videos where I'm getting used to, practicing being on the internet, talking on my phone, that type of stuff. But I'm I'm all about positivity, motivation, inspirational, using your trials and tribulations to read in between the lines of them and find your way. Because like I say, what I'm going through now and been going through it, going to be going through. Everybody go through something. Everybody has something to say. So yeah, I'm a safe space over here. Like I say, I done heard it all, seen a lot. So, but yeah, it is whoever want to reach out to me, hit me up on my Facebook, which is my name. My Instagram is just my name. Like
Yep, and
I'm
I
very
and I
easy
have
to
shared
find.
this. I've shared this, and so on my page, they can find you
Yeah,
right there too. If so, let's say, because I had kind of like a similar experience where God just like boom stopped me in my tracks. I'm like bawling. He's showing me like
mm,
all this, and for me, I almost saw like from clear back from a little girl, like all these flashes of the pain moments in my life, and it was just like a movie trailer that was like I was brushing my teeth and I started having like toothpaste
wow.
run, and I'm like bawling, and it felt like it went on for like hours, but it could have been like 3 seconds. I don't even know, but it was
Mm,
just like boom, boom, boom. But then it's like it all made sense. It's like,
right.
okay, it all makes sense.
Just that
So
clarity.
so it's like for him to come and speak to you, but I love the fact that you have paid attention to the opportunities that have opened up because you're on this walk in faith. And I think, speaking to the person right now that may be listening, that has these ideas, that maybe thinks that there's more in them, that purpose is in there, but they just don't believe that all the good stuff is for them, not me.
Mm,
Speaking to that person.
well, I was that person. So I'll tell that person that basically use. basically use the strength because you only know you. Like use your trial, use your tribulations, use your experiences, the ones you told, the one that you haven't told, use them all, and just know that you're still here, you're still breathing to remember them, to feel that pain, feel all that. Just take that pain and turn to positive. Because if you sit there and dwell on it, you're gonna find your place and you're gonna find yourself in a place where I was lonely, depressed, suicidal, not getting up. I have health issues. You can't tell, but all my issues are internal.
Mhm.
So I have no choice but to feel that pain, feel this, feel that, deal with it. Like, and it's you look at me, you think nothing wrong with me at all. But so like I learned myself from use that strength and pain to better yourself, do something, because you sit there and dwell in it, you will kill yourself. You will get depressed. You will be suicidal. You will all of this. You have to find a positive outlet, not just any outlet, a positive outlet.
Mhm.
And like me, it literally just fell in my lap. Like this is the path I was on. For the other person, it could be staring in their face. It could be asking for help. It could be going to therapy, talking to somebody, exercising, doing something positive.
I love
No
that.
matter what you're going through, whether it be a 10-minute walk, whether it be watching YouTube spiritual videos or whatever it is that makes you happy, that gives you that happy place,
Mhm.
so to speak.
And
Find it.
and a question, like, how difficult is it for men to find communities to
It's
open up
hard.
and be
It is hard.
vulnerable?
It is hard. It is hard. Again, using myself.
Mhm.
It didn't take me until um Marine Corps to actually find that type of thing because I have brothers in Marine Corps I've known over 20 years. Like we have come to that point to where if I want to call you and cry, I can call you and cry. You might not answer, but you're gonna hear my message and you're gonna call back. Find somebody. We don't really have that because we are supposed to be the protectors, the providers. My personal opinion is that a man is only worth as much as he has to offer. And if you don't have anything to offer, he's not worth anything. A woman's not going to want to deal with a man that has nothing to offer her. At the same time, a man knows that he has to provide. He has to do something. So if he's in a place to where he can't do anything, he doesn't feel like a man. At the same time, if he doesn't have a good woman, that don't make him a man either, because a man is nothing without a woman. But if your woman is bad and you're bad, so
Yeah.
you just need to find something or find someone positive
Yeah.
and latch on to that and just hold on, hope and pray and weather through the storm.
I love that. I love that. And you do bring up a good point, because I go into where I talk about relationships and stuff like all the time, just the balance, it's just all out of whack. Like, just I just feel that way. We've got women in their masculine and we got, just it's just all crazy. So that's for another show. But I love how you can say, like, it's got to start somewhere. If
Mm,
you're feeling low, if you're feeling alone, if you're feeling weak and it's challenging how you're feeling as a man, it has to start somewhere. So for men that are tuning in that feel that there's no place for them to go, or they don't have that brotherhood or that community to reach out to, are you looking to start something like that with your book and your speaking and that sort of thing?
with my book and speaking, yeah, I want to let them know that they haven't went through it by themselves. They're not the only ones that are going through it. As far as the community though, I found my little community with the He-Man book. That's been I can't even lie. That's been my happy place, and I was able to bring some people into it, and then through all of this, some of my Marine friends, like I said, I've been friends over 20 years, kind of find out they've been dealing with things themselves. They've been coming to me, and now the sides have turned. I'm going to them and talk about what I have going on. And
In
then
this He-Man group, I know we connected like through CLA with Jose
mhm,
Escobar, Connected Leaders Academy, and I know that there's this He-Man's group. Is that open
it
for
is.
people
It,
to men to learn more about possibly
it is.
connecting
It
or
is.
okay.
It is. You can find it on my Facebook page, or to go to the He-Man Facebook group and just yeah, just look, just join there. We do weekly prayer calls. I do two prayer calls a week actually.
Hmm.
And actually tonight before I got on here, I was on my prayer call.
Nice.
And I'm actually going to join two groups. These are two separate men groups doing the exact same thing.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
God's working in a mighty way, I tell you. He is.
yes,
He's here to get back to spreading that love and that goodness and the positivity, and I'm all
yes.
about it. So I'm all about it.
Yeah, and it works. So for any man listening that you need other men for you need a safe space, hit me up and I'll connect you and just go from there.
Nice.
But if we talk about everything, everything.
I love that. I love that. You need that space. So as far as your business, if people are looking for speakers or they're how what do you want to share about your business as you're building it and growing it, and how can we support you?
You can support me by just logging onto my Facebook, my Instagram, my YouTube channel. I do have a website. It's not functional right now, but I do have a website up, divinewordsdimension.com.
Okay.
Get that up. That's actually gonna be up and running this week or next week.
Nice.
And yeah, speaking, just find me on there. And just go from there. Divinewordsdimension at gmail.com. You send all your emails requests there. And yeah, if you're looking for somebody that's fresh in the game, has a from what the hell was it? I had a unique lifestyle experience, in a wide variety of different areas. I'm your man, and I know other men that are like minded like me, and that's how my circle is. My circle is like minded men like me. That's my circle, and yeah, it's all positive. Ain't nothing negative. You're not perfect. I'll tell you, like I say, I'm a perfect imperfect man.
I
So,
love
but
that.
I'm
Mhm.
honest. I take accountability. I tell what I done, what I didn't do, and
And
yeah,
we've got a message. We've got Carol Messinger on here says, this resonates with me. She says, I've been chronically ill for years and have been down that dark depression road. It's so
right.
important survival person or thing to grasp onto. Thank you. Um, thank you for giving back to people in need. Like, look at that. Look at
Welcome,
that.
welcome, and and I would like I say my issues, man. Like I am chronically ill. Like I'm not gonna say all my issues. There's just no. I don't. My body is not what it looked like.
Mm.
So,
Well, and for you to
but
bring
I
that up,
understand that.
I have autoimmune stuff, and so there's days that I feel like I'm in a crusher, and I want to like just stay in bed, and I just don't feel
Hmm.
good. Like, but again, you don't see it. You don't
Right.
see it, so it's like I have a metal neck because my bones were like
Yeah, I have a
deteriorating.
metal head. I have a metal head.
Wow, see, and it's not like you walk around saying, "Hey, I got metal in me,"
And I
but
have it in my hands too.
yeah, it's tough. So for Carol says it resonates with her. So thank you for sharing that, Carol, for sure.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I'm glad. I'm glad I can help. But yeah, it's days to where like I'm dizzy, I sleep, I throw up, I have seizures and epilepsy where I don't fall out, I don't go in convulsion. Like me, you talking right now, I could be having a whole seizure. You never know it.
Wow.
But it's other issues. But yes, Carol, it took me being depressed for a long time to get to where I'm at.
Well, it's good to have you here.
It's good to be here. I'm
And
enjoying
Carol,
myself.
she says we have been given an extraordinary gift to turn pain
Term
into
pain,
purpose.
exactly, Kara. Because that's what I have fibromyalgia. I have a nerve disease. I have bulging discs in my spine. Man, if I gotta go get shots in my neck, I'm like, I understand pain. I am in pain 24/7, 365. I
Yeah.
understand pain.
And the heaviness that physical pain, like you have to carry it. You have to take it with you wherever
You
you
have to
go. Like,
smile. You have
yes,
to smile.
it's like people
Yes.
just don't understand. You can feel you are hurting physically, and yet you still got to do it. It's tough.
Gotta that's that, and yeah, I'm sure women have it too. I can't speak for women, but as a man, we don't have a choice. We don't have a choice. We still, especially we got a family, and we trying to do something with ourselves and be positive. You got to fight through it all, no matter what.
So that all starts in the up in here, that mental
hmm
strength, and then
Yeah,
God. That's who I go
yeah,
to.
I
So
agree.
one last question that I kind of want to touch on, and I wasn't gonna ask this, but it's like coming to me.
Go, you ask whatever you want. It's
Um,
cool.
when we talk about God in faith, for men, I remember a time when I needed. I was married, and my husband had a heart attack, and he ended up passing away. But he was in
I'm
ICU.
sorry.
He was in ICU for 25 days.
hmm
And I stayed walking in faith. I knew God's plan was in motion. It was not about me, that it was his journey, and I had to just trust God doesn't make mistakes. So this was happening in my life. But so many men at that time, they were inspired by watching me staying so strong in my faith and just continuing to pray, that many of them said, we gave up praying a long time ago. Or some had said, like, I can't even tell you the last time that I spoke to God. And so to see men start praying again, from a male perspective, do you find that you go through this time in your life where you do hide away from God, like, where, or for you, was God always in the forefront? Like, how did it
He
work for you?
he was and was. I grew up in the church. Grew up as a 7-Day Adventist, and then my other family, they were Baptists, and I had some family as people I know that are Muslim. So faith has always been there, and um, I say me and the few men I do know that I can speak on when it comes to faith, it's hard to keep it
Mhm.
because with me, like you said, you was married. I'm sorry about your husband. Me, I was married, and my ex-wife, she's Salvadorian, and I met her when I was in Salvador, and she left me, and I really don't know why. I think I do. I forgot. I don't know. Anyway, though, but um, at that time when we was married and everything, I felt like I was in God's grace because my Marine Corps career was going good, my marriage was good, kids, and like we had issues and stuff like that, but nothing serious or major. So I'm thinking, me as a man, you know, I took the time to get to know her years, like 3 years and stuff like that. I took the time, thought everything, then went through all of that. And when that happened, it also happened at the exact same time that I was being medically retired from the Marine Corps because of my medical issues that you can't
Mhm.
see.
Mhm.
And she ended up leaving me at the exact same time.
Oh, wow.
And so I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna go into details on
Yeah.
that, but like she left me at the same time, and went from a married father, Marine, to just a straight disabled Marine single father,
Mhm.
having to take care of my son.
Mhm.
And look, I had help. I did. I had help my family and stuff like that. But it took me to a place to where I felt I was being punished by God for something I did that I don't realize it, or how I used to be with women. Because I'm not gonna lie, I was out there.
Mhm.
Maybe this is my punishment from that, my karma, or maybe my past life, or whatever. I don't
Yeah.
know. Maybe because I haven't been to church, I haven't been praying that this is my punishment, whatever, whatever. But that's how I literally felt that God was mad at me.
Mhm.
Because at that, the day before I retired, I signed my divorce papers. Then
Wow.
after that, this happened, that happened. My mental, my everything was just
Mhm.
going downhill. And I'm like, I'm a good man. Like I don't hurt nobody, this and that, la 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 la. But I didn't pray. Nah,
Mhm.
I didn't pray. I didn't go to church because I felt he was mad at me. So I'm like, no, I'm talking and stuff like that, but I'm not praying.
Mhm.
I'm not genuine with it, you know. I'm just talking, and I'm talking out of anger and frustration and guilt. Like I'm not a man. I'm not a father. Da, 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 da. But it wasn't until years later,
Mhm.
lots of therapy, this and that. Me and my ex-wife, we're cordial now. We're good now, and
Mhm.
um, my other kids, mom, we're not perfect, but I see my kids.
Mhm.
I'm dealing with the lawyers. They're not going too hard with that type of stuff. But it's when I started questioning God and really sitting down and talking to Him that I started to feel better mentally.
Mhm.
And from there on, I was able to, function. I was still working, this and that, whatever. But as a man, not being able to be a successful husband,
Right.
achieving all these things, achieving this, achieving that, done this, done that, been here, been that, provide this, provide that. Like, my grandkids, like perfectly person, my grandkids are good. My
Yeah.
grandkids are set,
Yeah.
those type of things. And to have the, I'm gonna say, physical man stuff
Mhm.
thrown back in your face because we can't talk to our wives or our girlfriends because they think they in their mind think less of us a man. We can't really talk about stuff to certain men because other thing you can't really talk to family about stuff because again you're a man, suck it up, deal with it,
Yeah.
like. But it wasn't until I'm gonna say a month or so before I had my spiritual awakening, I started actually really talking to God, asking Him this and that, this and that, this and that, going to church and stuff like that. And then when I had it, I got the clarity. I got the no. I am a man. But I am my own man. I have this. I can do this and this and this. And then after that, got my confidence back a little bit and stuff like that. Things just started happening.
I love that because that ties right into like why we even had our first conversation. Like, as I'm bringing men on into the book series, Surrender to Rise, that moment of surrender that we
Hmm.
release, like that moment of surrender that feels like it's our weakest moment is actually our greatest moment of strength because once we give it to God, it's all like it better watch out
Yeah.
because he's taking you on the journey that you would have never imagined for yourself, but it takes that moment of that surrender. And so I'm so grateful that you shared this tonight because I was just going to talk about let's get you on speaking stages and but everybody knows I don't even work that way. I got to dig into the good stuff. So um but
But
to just be open.
it helps. Yeah, it does. Be open helps. Like right now, my dad he's waiting on a liver transplant. He needs a liver transplant, and me and him are in some ways like I am the twin of my dad when he was younger. And he's been my motivation because he's not perfect. He's a perfect imperfect man.
Mhm.
But seeing him like that and him like and being in those shoes and knowing other men have been in those type of shoes, that is hard. It's being I'm not gonna say that is as hard as being a woman, but it's right up there. It's right up there because we go through things and you'd be surprised, especially coming from a family that's majority female on both sides. Like you'd be surprised. Like men, we go through stuff and have feelings too. Like we want to be coddled, petting the head, told it's gonna be okay. We have our ego boost
Yeah.
every now and then, but
Mhm.
yeah, it's not there. So when we going through stuff and things on top of taking care of our family and women, like I'm single and look, I don't have nobody, but
Hey, that was
when
going to
we
be the
have
next
those
question.
things,
Any of you
uh,
all singles tuning in, hit up Anthony.
But when we been going through things though, we like to have that support system. Like, like me, I don't like to be yelled at and stuff like that. Like I want my woman to, I like to cuddle, cuddle me, tell me it's gonna be okay, give me ideas how to fix it and this and that. Like, oh, we can do it together. Like, like it's hard. It's
Yeah.
hard.
I love that. I love that. So yeah, if any of you all are tuning in and you're feeling Anthony's
I
vibe,
ain't made it
drop
like
him
that. It
a message.
just came out. It just came out.
You never know. I met my dear future husband right here on Facebook a year ago, so
Oh,
it
for real?
just
That's
kind of
cool.
happened. But so as far as like the speaking in the book, like I know you're just getting started in your book project. Do you have
Mm.
any estimate timeline of
I
when that
do. Yeah,
is going to be released?
I'm sure because again, I was having a moment and something said start over. So I literally just started my book all the way over. But I got up to the second chapter that night. But I'm hoping if I can, I'm hoping if things work out, I can at least have at least like the cover or something like that by March for the sticker
Okay.
shock. If not, it'll be after that. It'll be
Nice.
right after that.
Okay. Either way, it's coming this
It's
year.
coming.
It's coming in. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Very good.
Before the summer. That's my main goal before the summer, so people can have something to read while they travel around the summer and stuff.
Nice. Well, be sure to keep us posted on everything as it evolves. And you got a cheerleader in your corner over here. I'm all
Thank
about
you.
supporting and helping. And for anybody that wants to connect and talk to Anthony, whether it's knowing more about that group, whether it's figuring out how you can get him to speak, at your next event or any of those things, be sure to reach out. And any last things that you want to share, Anthony, before we wrap it up for the evening?
Just pray, and if you're going through anything, buckle down and pray some more. And whatever you feel that you can't do, just go on and at least try. That's all you can do. Is just try your hardest. That's
I
that's
love
all
that.
I gotta say.
Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing your time with us and being my small business spotlight for this evening. It was great
Oh,
to have
thank
you on.
you.
All right. We will be talking with you soon.
All
Thank you.
right.
All right. And thank you, folks, for tuning in this evening. What you are going to see on my page here. Oops, what happened here? I lost something. What you are going to be seeing on my page here soon is just small business spotlight because small business needs to get in front of new eyes. Small business needs support. And so if you have a small business and you would like to connect, please get a hold of me. And I'm going to bring up a little screenshot of my upcoming book, Surrender to Rise. It's a book series of comeback queens. And now we are adding comeback kings. So, men, I need to hear from you and share your story too. So, thank you so much. Please share this with your friends. Please, if you're watching the replay, comment, get a hold of Anthony, and we will see you next time. Let me see here.